Chorus of calls calling for Sarah Palin to step aside as John McCain's vice presidential candidate is getting louder in the wake of that disastrous interview Palin did with CBS News' Katie Couric. Kathleen Parker, a well-respected conservative columnist writing on the National Review website, says that after watching Palin's recent media appearances, her, quote, cringe reflex is exhausted. She says Palin's interviews with ABC's Charles Gibson, Fox News' Sean Hannity, and CBS's Katie Couric have, quote, all revealed an attractive, earnest, confident candidate who is clearly out of her league. Parker admits she'd been pulling for Palin as a woman and as a conservative, but her lack of understanding of economic and foreign policy issues is troubling. Really. Parker now says if BS were currency, Palin could bail out Wall Street by herself. When we asked if John McCain has any plans to ask Palin to step aside, we called the campaign today, a McCain spokeswoman replied, "Are you kidding?" No, ma'am, we weren't. Here's the question. Should John McCain ask Sarah Palin to step aside? Go to CNN.com/Cafferty file. You can post a comment on my blog.
I know you mentioned you raised some of those questions the other day in the Cafferty file, and you got an unbelievable response, didn't you, Jack?
Yes, we did. People recognize this for what it is. It's sort of like playing politics with the bailout package. He went up there. You know what it is? The Republicans wouldn't let him have Lieberman, so he did this to show him. And it's blowing up in his face, just like, you know, suspending his campaign to race back to Washington and calling for the debate to be postponed. That blew up in his face, too. I don't see where he's using a lot of real good judgment here.
Jack, stand by.